Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield ship review. In today's review, we're going to be going back over the Star Semi, which was one of the first trucks I did back when I first did the reviews. But back then, I didn't know as much as I do now, and I also kind of changed my format. Originally, I just kind of showed the ship and the stats, and that was it. But now, I like to do a little teardown so you can see the pieces, and if you want to build it yourself without buying it. And I also do upgrade paths. So yeah. So let's get into it. So the Star Semi there's two versions of this ship. They're sold by the woman inside the Hope Tech building. So there's the Star Semi and the Silent Runner. Now the Silent Runner seems to be a special version of the Star Semi, but interestingly, they don't have a number, like a tier to them, like a tier system, which is kind of unusual because a lot of the other Hope Tech vessels do. So it seems like both this and the Silent Runner are kind of the same. Like they're both unique in a sense. But yeah, as you can see, like from the build, it's a Hope Tech vessel, and judging by the name, it's pretty much supposed to be a hauler. Got a lot of cargo capacity, some decent weaponry, nothing amazing, but you know, decent enough. So looking at the stats, we got a fuel of 300, which isn't too bad. That's kind of adequate. It's got a hull of 921, which is quite low for a C-class vessel. But the only kind of saving grace is it's not meant to be a combat vessel, it's meant to haul. It's got a cargo capacity of almost 5,000, 4,890, which is really, really good. Like, that's some pretty nice cargo capacity there. And then it's got a C-class reactor with 29 power, which... You know, for the money you're paying for this ship, you'd kind of hope that they at least like use one of the reactors that give you like 35 plus, considering it is a C-class. It's got a crew of 5, which isn't too bad. Jump range of 21 light years, which is very, very low. Now, I'm not sure what jump drive it's using. If it's using the one that gives you 50 jump thrust, that might be problematic. That might mean that it's too heavy, but hopefully we'll be able to increase it a little bit, because it's nice to be able to just make straight jumps. Got a shield of 730, which is very, very weak. The max shield at C-class is 1600, so we're going to definitely be replacing that. And then weaponry, it's got a pair of particle turrets mounted on those little side kind of pontoons, which I quite like those particle turrets. They look really cool. And then it's got a single missile battery on the front there, just to the right of the bridge. So the price of this vessel is 223,280. Now that price will vary depending on your perks. I have max perks for barter, so it's a little bit cheaper. It's probably about 300k without perks. So you can purchase this from this woman here. This is Inaya Raymond. She is on the planet Polvo. She is in Hope Town. Hope Town has like a building. You just kind of land and you go straight through the little gate, and then to the right and you'll see a big building. And here it is in Valo. Valo is hidden behind Nari, and there it is, and then there's Al Centauri. So yeah, we're gonna go to our usual spot and start looking at some stuff. Alright, so here we are at the vessel itself. As you can see from the design, it's very Hope Techy, very industrial, very kind of dark, dingy colors. It's also asymmetrical, which is quite cool. It's like slightly offset there. You've got like the piloting area on the port side of the vessel, and then we've got some more storage on the cargo starboard. Entry is in the middle there. So in we go here. A lot of landing gear in this thing, which makes sense. Probably needs a lot to lift. Got really big Hope Tech cargo bay. It's absolutely huge. In we go. It's been a while since I've been in this. I can't really remember much about it. Alright, so immediately we have a Hope Tech 1x1 storage room. That was really creepy. I think Cora just walked past the window. What? I could have swore I saw a little child's head just walk past that window. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so we got another 1x1 storage room. I think these are actually companionways. Yeah, they're both companionways. Get out of the way, Sam. Cora, stop, creep. Jesus Christ, child. Oh my god, this child is a demon. Anyway, while she goes there, we got an infirmary here, which is interesting to have on interesting to have on like a kind of a hauling vessel. I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know. But yeah, the Hope Tech one's very yeah, very industrial. As you can see, like they just like throw stuff on the beds when they're not in use. And we've got the research lab there, and we have the pharmaceutical lab there, so you can make your Aurora and stuff. And then we have this 3x3 cargo bay, cargo hall, which normally I'd be like, not a fan of it, because from a gameplay point of view it does nothing, but from a roleplay point of view it makes sense with this ship. This is a cargo vessel. Only real thing I wish is that these would actually add cargo to the ship, which would be kind of nice, but you know. And then over here we have the captain's quarters. Very fancy. I really love the Hope Tech captain's quarters. We got a couch here, very comfy. That looks like a really comfy like wool blanket, although it's probably not wool because sheep probably don't exist anymore. And then we've got little bed. I love these little pods. Little office here where you know you can do your usual stuff. And then over here we have a very cluttered table with 4 chairs. A lot of clutter on the floor, which I really like. And then we got a little navigation console, which I feel like you shouldn't have a foam, like a cup and a canteen on this. But, you know, it's Hope Tech. It's probably built to last. And then if we head over this way, we have... Why do we have a battle station on a hauling vessel? Interesting. Okay. So we've got navigation console here. We've got some nice views here of port and starboard side, and then we've got this like big battle area here. It's weird to have on a ship like this. I mean, you could kind of like role play like, you know, that you have a large crew needed to like haul stuff, I guess. And then we have the docking port here at the front. Really love these big docking ports with the tunnels. And then we have a ladder that goes up there, but I'm just going to check the ladder in here. So this ladder leads to a 1x1 storage room. That leads to another one. But how did you get up here? That child, I tell you. Got a couple of these 1x1 storage rooms, and then we have a crew control module. Okay, so a lot of crew stations, which is quite nice. Got some workstations here. Thankfully, Tayo gives their crew some seats. And then we have the cockpit here. Really like the Hope Tech cockpits. We've got the pilot seat here, and then you got like your co-pilot and your navigator there. Very like dropship pelican-y. Just gonna really quickly
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's.
make sure I didn't miss anything. Layout's a bit weird. Just like a tad bit. Okay, that's there. That's the captain's quarters. And yeah, okay, perfect, cool. Alright, so let's see how she flies. It's quite a small, compact ship, which is pretty interesting because, like, the amount of cargo it carries, you kind of wouldn't expect it to be very compact. Up we go. It's got those 2 really big engines on the back. They provide a nice bit of thrust, so we should have some decent. Well, I say we should have decent mobility, but we shall see. As always, I have a perk called Anatronic Fusion that increases my power by 5, so for the sake of this video, we're not going to be using 5 power. But as you can see, we have quite a bit of power available, so we could definitely add weapons with the current reactor, but we're not going to stick with the current reactor. So weapon-wise, with the particle turrets can't be fired manually, and then the single missile launching can fire 4 missiles. Not too bad. Got a base speed of, it's going to be 130. Yeah, base speed of 130, kind of expected. Boost speed of 360. Okay, not very fast. Quick agility test, pitch. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while. Okay, that's like a 2 or a 3. Yaw, oh my god, yaw seems a little bit slower. That is also very slow. It's like a 2, and the roll's not too bad. Right, so we're gonna head to surface, and we're gonna do a teardown. Alright, so we are in the teardown, so we've split it into 3 sections. The top section here, at the very front, we have the Armstrong 10R cockpit from Hope Tech, 220 cargo, and 2 crew station. Now, if you're looking, because if you're trying to make this like a cargo vessel, we can jump up to this cockpit. Now, it's quite substantially expensive. I was going to say you could use it for a little bit extra cargo, but I don't really think you can justify spending like 27,000 for an extra, what is that, like an extra 140 cargo? Yeah, I think we'll just, yeah, okay. And then we have a Hope Tech storeroom fuselage B and a Hope Tech companionway fuselage D. Then behind that we have the Hope Tech control station 2x1. Weaponry, we have 2 Disruptor 3340A auto alpha turrets from Horizon Defense, C-Class, 4200 range, 4 fire rate, 19 hull and shield damage, 3 max power, pretty nice. And then we have a C-49 missile launcher from Ballistic Solution Incorporated, C-Class, 4800 range, 1 fire rate, 100.79 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. Not too bad. And then at the back here, we have the... we have a very weak grav drive. We have the SGD-3100 grav drive from Slade Aerospace. C-Class, 11 max power, and 31 grav jump thrust. Now, that's extremely weak. So we're going to go and get the best one available, which we have this bad boy here. This is the J52 Gamma grav drive from Relodyne, C-Class as well, 11 power also. This gives 50 jump drive. Now, it's substantially more expensive at like 4 times the cost, 5 times. You're basically going to be paying about 100k. You also need Starship Design 4, which is a bit pricey, but if we equip it, it gives us 30 light years, so we have a lot more room to play around with. And then for the reactor, we have the Fusor DC-401 reactor from Deepcore, C-Class, 29 power. Now, we can definitely get better there. So we can go with, where is it? We can go with this bad boy here. C-Class, but this one is 40 power, so we get an extra 11 power. And it requires, this one requires Starship Design 4, and it's 65k with perks. So you're paying an extra 20k, but that power will be quite useful if you're trying to maximize all your stuff. And then for the shield, so we've got the Assurance SG-1000 shield generator from Sextant, C-Class, 7 max power, 730 shields. Now we can upgrade to this very shield version here, so this is the 1800. And this is the best shield in the game, it's 1600, so it's an extra 5 power, but almost double shield, which is really, really nice. And then for the engines, we have 2 of these Supernova 2100 engines from Relodyne, C-Class, 3 max power, 21,120 engine thrust, and 7,050 maneuvering thrust, which is pretty decent. I'm just going to really quickly check to make sure that there is not... Make sure they're using the best of that engine. No, they are not using the best of the engine. Okay, interesting. So, if we swap out these engines here, 2 of these are mobility... What? What? What mobility did we have originally? Okay, so our mobility jumps by like 6. Not adequate, but you know, it is what it is. And then we've got 2 of these M40 Ulysses Helium-3 tanks from Dogstar, 150 each, 1 on each side. And then for the cargo, over here we have 2 of these Galleon S202 cargo holds from Protectorate Systems, 950 cargo each, which is very nice. Then for the structural pieces, we have a Hope Tech Cap A, 3 of them in fact. We got the starboard 4 and 2 starboard mates. And then we've got 2 Hope Tech Cap A's again. We've got a starboard aft and 4, and then a port aft and 4. And the turret's just mounted on it. We have 2 Hope Tech Pipes A mate, and then we have a Hope Tech Pipes aft. And then I believe that's it for this level. It is. Alright, so we go to the next level now. So we have the front here. We got the Hope Tech 11 Docker 4. We got a Hope Tech Hab Spine, a Hope Tech Battle Station 2x2, a Cargo Hall 2x2, an infirmary 2x1, a companionway 1x1, a storeroom 1x1, and a Hope Tech captain's quarters 2x1. And then we have, for the cargo, we've got 2 of these 400 cm ballast cargo holds from Sexton Shield System, 435 apiece, which is pretty nice. For structural pieces, we just have 2 of these portholes, 1 on each side, and then we have a porthole 4 there. And then at the bottom of the vessel, we have the Hope Tech 4 landing bay. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these NG-20 landing gear from Nova Galactic, 4 landing thrust each. They're all the same, they just have like different versions, but they get the job done. And then we have 2 of these Hope 5 landing gear here from Hope Tech. Quite weak, only 1, but you know, it gets the job done. And then we have 2 more of these Galleon S202 cargo holds. Alright, so we're going to put her back together, and we're going to get to work modifying it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to rip out the grav drive and rip out the... So for the grav drive, we're going to put in that 51 just because it gives us the best jump thrust currently. And then for the reactor, same again, we're going to go for the... Yeah, it's a cool looking reactor, but I wish it was like not crappy. Where is it? Am I blind? There we go, this bad boy here. Like so. And then for the shield, because when you're transporting expensive stuff, you want to make sure you stay protected. That's going to be a problem. We will find a way to mount that in a minute. You know what? We'll mount it there for now. Now for the engines, we're going to remove these and replace them with the best version of the engines we can get. Probably going to try a dual engine setup for this, just to try and get your cargo a little bit... Okay, there we go, perfect. Perfect, like so. Now, for the weaponry, those turrets are actually quite effective. I would definitely keep them there. I'd remove this missile launcher. Now we're going to lift the top section off very briefly, just because I want to get a look at the underneath section. Because we should move some of the stuff around. Right, so this battle station, the cargo hall I quite like, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove these companionways, put the cargo hall here just so you have instant access to the cargo hall. And then we are going to basically put those habs back here. Like so. We're going to make them storerooms. Now we have an infirmary here and we have the captain's quarters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this battle station to a... I'm going to actually remove this battle station. And oh, you know, actually we have some 3s. We're going to put some 3x1s. So So we're going to put the cargo hole here, the 2x3, and we're going to remove this one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a workshop here. And the main reason behind putting the workshop here is so that we can basically get access to the workshop immediately. And then we're going to put an all-in-one berth here, like so. And then we'll keep the captain's quarters like that. And then the reason I'm going with this 3x2 cargo is just it's bigger. It will kind of look a little better. But obviously, if you don't want to have the cargo from the roleplay point of view, you don't have to. It's just a suggestion. Let me put all these back where I got them. Perfect. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to work on what's the error. What's unattached? Oh, plan here at the bottom? Oh, okay, interesting. So that landing gear at the bottom does not want to attach. Does that really not have an attachment point? Well, that's slightly problematic. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to see about what other reactors. Do we have a reactor that's a slot point down? No. Okay, that's... So... what we're going to do is we're going to swap this for the big one, just so it looks a bit... Oh, what's the error? What's unattached now? Oh, that doesn't mount either? Oh my god, my camera is like... That doesn't mount here on the bottom? Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to solve that. So what I might potentially do... How does that look? He's on the side. It's gonna look very funky. Oh, your reactor, you're making this very difficult. We're gonna put them back there, and we're gonna, let me see. We need to basically like have a snap point here, potentially. So what I might... Something needs to basically connect to this to allow us to snap, so what... We're gonna look for some structural... Actually, no, but we'll look for some cargo pieces. Cargo. What do we got? What do we got? We're gonna put this here, and that one there, like so. And there we go. Haha, cargo works. Now for the fuel. What we're going to do is we're going to change the fuel. Our mobility is going to be very low here, but I'm not going to worry too much about mobility because it is a hauler. And I feel like from like a kind of a roleplay point of view, makes sense having the hauler not very... So we're going to put them there. And you know, actually we're going to do, we'll slap some more engines on this in a minute. So now that that's out of the way, we still have, what do we have, 7,000 cargo. We'll try and see if we can get close to 10k cargo. So I'm going to put this here like so. I kind of want to put another one of them landing gear here. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And we're just gonna, I'm basically just grabbing these ones here, these Nova Galactic. You can like swap them between. And I actually just want to check with the cargo, because we obviously have these ones are 950. These ones are 1200. Is that the one I'm using? Okay, let me see what these look like actually. The curving looks a little better. We're gonna remove them and just replace them. Perfect. That's 7k cargo. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try... We're gonna remove windows because we don't need too many windows. I'm gonna strap 2 of these bad boys on each side, like so. I think that looks very nice. Just because there was going to actually use green ones. We're just gonna mix and match just a little bit, like so. And let me see. Now for the weapons, turreted weapons aren't a bad idea. I'd probably put this little pipe on the top. It looks a bit, just a little bit sketch. Let me see. Looks a little better. Just kind of breaking it up a little bit, you know. Kind of make it look like it's carrying like a lot of like random stuff. And then underneath here, we're gonna get some of these small little cargo holes. And we're just gonna strap them like so. Like that. Now, mobility is going to be 1, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it. 11k cargo is quite nice. Now, for the weaponry. So, I like the idea of the turrets, but I'm gonna see what weapons, because I'm currently at the Hope Tech area, and they don't have that turret there that I've just tried to mount, so we're gonna see what other turrets they have to play around with. Okay, so they have these ones. Interesting. What do they have for the C-Class? Oh, they have your usuals. I mean, these kind of fit because they look very industrial. So we're gonna actually use these ones. So the main, let me show you the main difference with these. Yeah, these ones are better because they have a better DPS. So we're gonna mount them forward like so. And they're 3 power each, and then we're gonna mount another one here like so. And we're gonna set them as weapon, Y weapon. And then I feel like people probably want to have some like actual guns, so we're gonna just go the usual route, get some of these PB auto electron beams, and we're gonna put them. Okay. Maybe not. Mounting them is slightly problematic. Do we have? Let me try. Oh, no, it's not. It's not problematic. I'm a genius. So we're gonna mount just 2 here. They're kind of a... Now, like, from a roleplay point of view, I wouldn't really use these because I feel like the turrets are, you know, like your only real hope. You know, like, it's going to be moving very slow, but, you know, if you want to, it's just a suggestion. You can put some turrets here, get the job done. Now we're going to work on the engines. I'm going to try and add some more engines, some smaller ones to the back, just to see if we can get a little bit. Like I said, I don't want it to be, like, super agile. So what are these? Oh, those engines are way better. Okay, we're gonna try and use some of these. Okay, we got 9 mobility from them ones. Not gonna lie, I like them, but they're not really supported very well. See, these ones here aren't too bad. We'll put the supernovas back on for the moment. Up one. That. Like, I mean, realistically, we could add 2 more down like that. Brings our ability up like 35, but it looks a bit off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some of these smaller ones. These engines here. We're gonna... Hello? Do you not stop? Wait, these guys are just square? They don't move? I want to go with some of these smaller ones because I like the idea of like it. I like they just like strap on some extra engines. some like maneuvering thrusters. Should we put them more forward like that? Yeah, we'll put them like forward like that. So kind of like, you know, like how basically if you're trying to, let's say you're trying to like maneuver it in a specific location, you could like cut off the main engines. If you want to like pivot left or right, use these side engines. Now mobility is absolutely shocking, but like it's a cargo vessel. What's the error? Ship weapon. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Okay. Neutron turrets, electron. Perfect. Okay, and anything else that we can change? Get some aesthetic pieces just to try and fill in some of the gaps. So we got some of these bad boys. Wait, no, do not go backwards. What? There are no backwards ones? Hope Tech, what the fuck? There's a snap point there. Why no snap? Oh, they're 100% going there. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of a dodgy dealing. So I'm gonna show you a little merge technique. So we're gonna put this here. Whoops. And then we're gonna snap this one to here. Now, in order to get this working, you basically just you look at it. So we're gonna snap it one piece up. You look at it. You press Y. Bam. Snaps like that. Perfect. And then for the other one, you have to do the same, but we're going to need a different snap point. So we're going to really quickly just pull this to here and snap it on the higher point. Boom, duplicate, Bob's your auntie. And then we're done. I really like that. Should we add little pieces to the end? Yeah, I kind of like putting the piece at the end because I feel like it looks more industrious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little hurt that you can't flip these. That's a bit of a letdown. See if we can put some bumpers on the front. Probably not. No, we cannot. So that's pretty much it, guys. For the probably gonna just paint it. You'll see the paint in the thumbnail. It's gonna be a very simple paint, just because I'm not very good at. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, like I was saying, I'm going for max cargo. Like, we've got almost 12k cargo on this bad boy. Mobility is going to be crappy, but I kind of like that because, you know, it's a hauling vessel. Now, you could pull off some of these extra cargo, and you could definitely get mobility a little bit higher. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you guys have flown this vessel, or just in general, like, what's your go-to, like, hauler? And don't forget to subscribe if you like this content, and check out some of the other videos. Bye-bye.